what your requirements are. Another area could be use of laptops and remote access. And again, you have to evaluate the risks of that as it pertains to your own organization and the data that the vendor has access to. So those are some of the tactical stuff that you would have to take into consideration. The one other area is from a governance standpoint. You know, when I typically go and talk to my clients, the governance when they have multiple outsourcing relationships either gets overlooked or gets underestimated when they are doing a sourcing strategy. So when you look at governance, it could be at multiple levels in an outsourced environment. It could be at the enterprise level, it could be at the program level, it could be at a business unit level, it could be at the process level, or depending on what delivery model an organization had prior to outsourcing, you could have embedded compliance officers even within processes. So that's a governance aspect, but then along with governance comes reporting. So when you look at reporting to support your governance, you could have multiple levels of reporting requirements. And if you don't think through that prior to entering into an outsourced arrangement, later on it could get to be very inefficient, both in terms of requesting information from the vendors and utilizing that information to make sure that it meets your governance requirements. So those are some of the thoughts that I'll leave you with and then address more at the Q&A session. Thank you.
Thanks, as we look at security, I actually, to start with, have some very confidential information to share with you. We've all been going through the drill of the security of the physical nature that we are trying to do for our prime minister right now. Oops. Can you hear me? Now you can. So we're going through the hoops of the physical security for our Prime Minister right now, and as a part of that security drill, what the agency that is working on that figured out is that right now there are 5 people in this room who represent criminal organizations who are here with the intention to find out what the industry is doing so that their organizations can continue to prosper. 5 people in this room. Now, those security agencies are not concerned about those because they are here to look after the Prime Minister's physical well-being. But now they know this. So what is it that we can do? Can I come into the room and say, those 5 please stand up and leave the room immediately? Or can I ask you to, oh, one of them just left. Can I ask you to look around yourself and identify those 5 so that we can get them out of the room? Stealing money is a business, and a very robust business. It is tens of billions of dollars that are lost to these criminal organizations, and they are pretty good at it. Whatever you do, it is their business to be one step ahead of you for whatever controls, whatever capabilities that you put in. And the organizations that forget that setting up a security environment is an ongoing process where you keep learning and you keep improving, where you keep finding loopholes that you left open that somebody else discovered, and your processes have to have the wherewithal to find and plug those loopholes and have an ongoing learning, pay very, very dearly. Because like for those 5 people in this room, it is not written on the face or on the cards that the people have that I represent a criminal. Because finding out who has bad intentions is a process by itself. And then setting up a process to see that these people do not succeed is what the challenge is. I heard Rahul talk about the trillions of transactions that today come to India. And I've lived through the entire evolution of this industry for the last 14, 15 years. At one point of time, there were a few 100,000, and today it is trillions. Criminal mind, and there is statistical analysis that has been done on this, does not come from a particular region, a particular nationality, particular color of the skin, particular religion. In fact, being a criminal is a religion by itself. And unfortunately, for some of us, people subscribe to that religion. And when trillions of transactions come to India to be processed, we will get our fair share of this multi-billion, 10, 15 billion dollar industry, and we do.